Jim Winston here at Wine Central Command, and today I would like to share a wine surprise. Sometimes I call it an eyebrow raise. It's a wine that's unexpected. Over the years I've had the pleasure of tasting some incredible wines, and it gets to a point when you taste a great Brunello, and you know what you've tasted? One more great Brunello. You taste a wonderful, absolutely stunning cult Napa Cabernet. And you know what you've just tasted? Yes, just one more in a string of wonderfully made and produced Napa Cabernets. Bordeaux, it goes down the list. These are wines that please and they meet expectations, but they're what we expect. We expect that greatness. And it's a shame because human nature sometimes puts us in a position of thinking that greatness is ordinary, and it's a sad thing. A small aside, great white Burgundy, Grand Cru Burgundy, it's always the best, and that is at a different level. But every now and then, over the years, I've tasted wines that stop me. There's something about it. It could be, for example, an area that I hadn't seen, and it's just something that out of nowhere, from left field, the wine just impresses. It could be a wine that is uncharacteristic for what you'd expect. For example, earlier in the year, I tasted a wine made by Paul Hobbs, a Malbec from Cahors in France. And typically these wines are rough and rustic, and they have that charm, if you like rough and rustic wines. And this wine was just absolutely flat out stunning. Complete surprise. And often a wine surprise is a wine that is a great value, that somehow the pricing of it is just like, you go, wow, that's a hell of a buy. And the wine we're going to try today is a wine from Spain. I've done wines in Spain before. When we think of Spain, Rioja, we think of Ribera del Duero, Toro, but really we are focused in this marketplace in the U.S. on wines that are Tempranillo based, although I believe that Grenache is more widely planted in Spain. And we're going to be looking at a wine today that actually comes from a different area. It's not coming from the northern part of Spain, it's the central area, an area, La Mancha and Castilla, which is, I think, a small section within this large area. And we are not going to be looking at a wine that is purely a Tempranillo. We're going to be looking at a blend, and it's a blend that's almost equal parts of Cabernet, Tempranillo, and Syrah. Now, that itself is a wine that intrigues me. I just have to read that, and that's what I want to try. Why? Because it's a blend of grapes that are atypically put together, and that to me has a layer of creativity that intrigues me and makes me want to at least give the wine a look-see. This is our wine today. I think you can see it, Dehesa de Luna. It's a 2016. And it's like this deep, deep, inky color here. And I'm going to read you, and sometimes when I look at how other people have described wines, I'm saying, I don't want to agree with that. And it's okay, and that's sort of the way things are. We each pick up different things, but I think that this is pretty damn good, so I'm going to share it. We can find, let's see what we go here, sorry. In the nose, it's a complex wine, aromatic notes of red and black fruit with hints of caramel, chocolate, licorice, and toasted oak. We can find ripe red fruit, hints of patisserie, and a touch of spice, clove. In the mouth, it presents polished, velvety tannins and sufficient volume, being both agile and balanced, very pleasant and flavorsome. In the mouth, we once again find the fruit that we enjoyed in the nose, along with a toffee finish characteristic of its time in the barrel. And that's pretty good writing, by the way, and a darn good description. This is a wine you can serve to anybody. This is a wine that has that pungent, rich flavor, Beautiful length, nice clean finish. It's not going to fatigue the palate, and it's not going to deplete your financial reserves, and that's fun. You know, even when someone can enjoy the finest wines regardless of expense, and you could have Chateau Lafite with Cheerios for breakfast in the morning, no problems affording it. Of course, it's inappropriate. That's a separate story. But even for folks who can afford the best, they love finding wines like this. This is a wine find. Stunning. Enjoy.